10 tips for making your first video. Number 1, keep it simple. Your first video shouldn't be complicated. You can add all the bells and the whistles later on, but first gain some success by making it very simple, coming up with a simple plan, something as easy as a talking head as you see now, and then adding in some detail shots. That's also known as B-roll. Have a storyline. Figure out what you want to say, how you're going to say it, and why. And have an end goal in what you want to accomplish with what you're saying. Don't sweat it about the camera. Even something as simple as a smartphone, your iPhone, your Android device, whatever, can create great videos. Just make sure it stays steady. Make sure the focus isn't going in all over the place. But these can definitely work. Record sound separately. We have these small devices from Sony, and these things work really great. And I'll put a link in the show notes. It's really easy to use. You stick it in the pocket. In fact, I'm wearing one right now. You just hit record, and then later you can put it together with a video that you've created. Make sure that your subject is well lit. If that means standing by a window or using some natural light somewhere, just make sure that you can see what you're meant to see. And that's usually the eyes, okay? You want to make sure that it's well lit. You don't have some weird shadows going on in the background, something like that, okay? So keep it well lit. Make sure that when you hit record on the camera, that you just wait a couple of seconds before you begin talking, or that the subject that you're filming begins talking. And give some time once they finish talking before you hit the stop button. So that gives you some breathing room when you go to edit it later on. Keep it steady, okay? Put it onto a tripod, put it onto some kind of a stabilizing device, but steady, Freddy, okay? If you keep it steady, it looks more professional. Make sure that your subject is sharp, especially their eyes. You know, we as humans, when we talk to people, we tend to look in their eyes, and that's what we're used to. And if the camera doesn't have the eyes in focus, it kind of puts you off a bit. And there's a couple of ways you can do that, especially with the camera like an iPhone like this. You can actually lock the focus when you're filming. And some of the modern cameras I know have really great autofocus features. But really, to keep a consistent result, it's best to lock that focus right where you want it to be. Resist the temptation to narrate your videos. We see this countless places, especially like birthday parties and stuff. People are filming with their phone and, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday and they're doing this and that. But if you're doing this kind of a video for yourself, for your company, resist the temptation of narrating it as you're filming. Edit your video. This is when you take everything you've shot, you bring it into your computer or your phone or whatever. There's all kinds of editing apps out there. There's 2 things you really want to focus on when you're editing. First of all, cut out as much stuff as you possibly can without actually losing the story. And the other thing is just add some music to it to kind of spice it up a bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed these tips on making your first video. Feel free to comment below, and we'll see you guys next time.